I'm giving it between a 7 or 8. I'm gonna say a 7 point. Like I'm pretty high on it, but I'm just for the sake of the game and where I think my scales work. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Excellent movie.
Oh yeah,
very good, very strong. Ana de Armas kills it. I wasn't with her in the beginning. It took me a second to warm up to her, but I did. Like near the middle, I was like, okay, never mind. I really vibe with you. You're a fantastic, like John Wick character. She's so strong, and I love that she isn't just girl John Wick. She's very distinctly different.
Oh yeah.
Even if like the motives are similar, in the fighting style and the way she acted, it was very different, and I really like that, especially because they come from the same place.
Yeah.
But in the moves, really fast, just one thing before I like go back to general. It's not really a spoiler. I love that even when she moved, it was like she was a ballerina. They do a lot of things where like the way she moves when she turns around, she does the ballerina thing. And I just thought that was a really cool touch. Like just something I appreciated.
Yeah.
But this movie was excellent. The action is great. The story is good. It's nothing crazy. I don't think it's the best we've gotten. I think realistically, this movie is probably the worst of all the John Wick movies.
But it's still good.
But it's still good. It's a high bar. You know, it's a very high bar. So I think this movie does it hits the action. The story's pretty good. It takes some big swings, which I respect. I don't think it fully commits to them in a way that I would have liked. Like there's some reveals later, some twists here and there that kind of hit, but then like they don't sit with them. The consequences don't really like actually like lead to anything crazy.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, oh, this is the thing. It feels like a twist for twist's sake, like just to keep you interested, which I don't even think that really this movie needed. But I respect it. I like the idea of it. I just kind of wish it was executed better. What else? Yeah, Ana de Armas was great. All the characters were great. Norman Reedus, I wish got a little bit more love. I wish he was in the movie a little more. I would have loved to see him do some John Wicky things. He briefly does it, but he doesn't really do it. And then, dude, I just want to shout out, like, we'll talk in-depth spoilers, but really fast before I close. The final section, so great. It's so great.
That was insane.
And let me just say, why is there no John Wick video game? Like, what are we doing?
I literally was saying that in theater.
Every single movie, Phil. I'm watching this. I'm like, that's a video game. This is literally a video game. The
really
way
is.
like they get to fights and then the music hits and then it's just then like this is like I could play this right now.
Oh yeah.
This is I think the closest. If you guys want video game recommendations that can maybe feel like John Wick, Sifu is a fantastic game, and Uncharted 4. Those are like the two closest things you're gonna get. Different vibes, different styles, but one's a run gun, shooty, the other one's a kung fu, you know?
Shooty.
So if you need something like that, like that's where I'd say go look for. But give me a video game, dude. I think they said they're making one. I forgot what team. I think it was they said it was AAA, whatever.
Did they say?
I think they did.
Oh yeah.
So I would hope so. Please, Phil, give me your general review. We'll go full spoilers because I really want to talk about this movie, and we have 18 minutes.
Got you. It's a high 7 out of 10 for me.
Let's go. I love it.
A high 7 out of 10. Like I was very impressed. I was kind of low on this movie because I thought they were gonna, I thought they were gonna build Eve up as the next John Wick, and then just try to make it like, oh, this is seamless, and then I was gonna be like, no, I don't see it, but I love this movie also because it's not just that. I think I said in my review too. You guys should watch it, like my real fast
check it out
review. I loved how resourceful she was. I loved how she was crafting a whole bunch of different things.
Yes,
and this is
true.
a spoiler. These are spoilers just for you. Like she was crafting a lot of different things, making weapons, and I thought that was really cool. I thought the knife duct tape to the gun.
I want to talk about that.
That was cool.
I geeked.
That was
I actually
unbelievable.
geeked really hard. I was like, oh yeah, do it. I got so excited.
I just thought it was really cool because I was watching the John Wick movies again. And one thing I love about John Wick, and I was talking to my friend about it, I was like, because it was his first time watching these John Wick movies. We got to 3. We're watching 4, I think, this week later to finish it off. But we literally said to ourselves, we were like, John Wick, if we go back and see a younger Keanu Reeves, could he play Batman? Just because of how focused John Wick is and how like he is. I'm like, if you think about it, John Wick is a way more violent killing Batman.
Yeah.
A way more violent killing Batman because he's just so focused. He's always focused. And I love, this is what I'm getting at. I love how he fights. I love how he's always like, he could be really far away or could be really close, but whenever he has a body around him, if he senses that there are other people around that are about to shoot him, he won't take care of that body that's around his arm or like.
Yeah, he'll take care of everyone else.
He will take care of everybody else and he will finish the guy off right there. So with her, I loved that her crafting that knife into a handgun, and when she would stab somebody, if she sent somebody else around, she'd turn the body and shoot them and it'd be stuck to that person, and then she'd stab that person again and be like, boom, boom. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that was insanely smart. Like, insanely. And it was a cool weapon. I was like, I would never think to strap like a stinking knife to the bottom of my magazine or something. That's cool. And then the skates scene that was she
These
like,
are the nunchucks. Yeah.
yeah,
Very
she
cool.
she would grab anything and use it as a weapon. And I respect that. I was like, yo,
Very
like,
resourceful, as opposed to I feel like John Wick. Sorry, go.
yeah. I mean, with John Wick, I mean, he will do that, but I think that him overall, he knows that he can win in a fist fight because that's how he's trained. Like, and I think that's one of the reasons why. And everybody winced in the theater when the woman said this at the beginning of the movie, and I winced a little bit too, but it made sense later. She said, "Don't fight like them, fight like a girl."
Yeah.
And
Cheat.
instantly, huh?
Yeah, she's like, cheat. Like,
Yeah.
do whatever you can.
Yeah,
Take
do whatever you can. And I think that the way the movie translated that, as in like use your brain, use your smarts, and it was like, okay, well, I can't win in a fist fight like John Wick because I'm not as like strong as him or as big as him. I gotta use what's around me.
Yeah.
So I think that her being able to craft stuff and use that around her, really good way to play it off.
Yeah, that plays
Really
into
good
like
way.
what I'm saying with like she being like significantly more like very distinct from John Wick. She isn't just girl John Wick.
Yeah.
She's her own character. She's Eve.
Exactly.
You know? Like, yeah, she's super resourceful. She fights like a girl. She can't. And look, this is what I love is like realistically, like if we're being honest, if there was a buff dude, she wasn't gonna beat him like just straight up.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that the movie's able to recognize that and not like, look, I have to suspend my disbelief for all of these movies. Like, there's no way this. I like that this movie took steps to like be like, no, she's gonna be different. She's not gonna be one girl again, like one girl army. That's what John Wick is.
Yeah.
She's very much like she struggles a little bit. She gets beat up. I feel like a lot more than John Wick does. But she keeps getting back up and she freaking murders, bro.
And she's always figuring out a way to get out of those situations.
Yes, it's awesome.
Another thing I wanted to bring up was what's it called? It was just on my mind. Wait, it's coming to me. Continue real quick while I think about it. I'm sorry.
Let's go full spoilers now. I mean, we kind of already touched on it, but I want to sort of get into some of the stuff I thought. Let's break down the movie from like start to end or first to last. I kind of want to go through the fight scenes though, mainly because this is just like what I was geeking about the whole time. First off, the one where in the nightclub where she uses the rubber bullets and she's fighting with the ice on the floor. I'm like, dude, whose idea was it to make a club that's with ice on the floor? That sounds incredibly dangerous.
James Bond.
But anyways, sick. It was such a cool fight. I didn't love the rubber bullets. Like, I wish people got murdered.
Yeah.
But I was cool with it because the scene was sick. The music in this whole movie was great.
It was really good.
It was so good. And I just loved. I love that she was able to figure out a way to kill these dudes. Like it wouldn't stop her. She was constantly focused. Flash forward to probably my favorite fight in the movie is the grenade fight.
Oh, that was crazy.
That was, I think, one of the most creative fights this series has had.
Oh, yeah.
She basically just uses grenades.
Yeah, because she was trying to look for everything and every gun that she had or that was available to her had no bullets in them. So she was like, what can I use next? And then she found the grenades and she was like, I can work with this. I was like, that was cool.
Dude, she straps the thing on her chest. When she freaking like puts the grenade in stuff, punches him in the face, and then like closes it. Sick.
That was
but
nuts.
What was cooler was when she unpins all the grenades on the jacket.
Yeah.
Ties around the dude and goes down like I was alone. It was like me and then everyone else in the theater was like scattered. And I was just like what? No way. I was so happy, dude. That was sick. That was a really cool scene. I think that was probably a highlight for me, aside from I think this movie probably has or does the most interesting thing a John Wick movie has done. And it was the final area where everyone is against her. That was so cool. Like in the village, everyone was a problem.
That village was cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I think that might be one of the coolest locations in a John Wick movie. But I think that's the coolest thing one of these movies has done. It's one of the coolest things one of these movies have done.
Well, I mean, Excommunicado, John Wick 3.
Cool. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's a similar thing, but think about it like this. It's like you go in and there's an expectation of, everyone's hunting John Wick. Like, you get that.
Yeah.
And this, it was a massive surprise.
Oh, because
it was you're there and you're just like, these people are normal.
Yeah.
There's towns are getting coffee, and then the guy pulls up and just starts blasting. Like, what is this guy doing? Like, you were not slick. But then she goes up to the kitchen lady and she's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. And then she starts to kill him, and I'm like,
I was like,
wait,
whoa.
what's going on? And then why can't she fight? What's happening? And then everyone starts attacking.
And then you're like, what the heck?
So, like, yeah, you're right about the excommunicado thing. Like, I get that.
Yeah.
This was different, though, because I think the surprise was there. There's a
You didn't
surprise
expect
factor.
it.
Yeah, this, it was like, you understand there's a bounty on his head and everyone's after him. This, it was like, she pulls up here, and there's, like, a weird mystery behind, like, everyone that goes there dies, but it's, like, this normal town.
Yep.
What the heck? No, everyone. And, like, the little, like...
Everyone was strapped.
Things that
the
add
moms
all the
were strapped. The
yes,
dads
and like
were strapped.
they teach the kids at a young age too.
Oh, yeah.
Like in all their playgrounds, there's like
a target practice thing.
Yes, it's so cool. I was obsessed with that. That literally felt like a video game. That literally just straight up felt like
That
Resident
was
Evil 4.
nuts.
Oh, another game, Resident Evil 4, guys. Play Resident Evil 4. That's if you wanna feel like John Wick, Resident Evil 4. But yeah, I thought it was a fantastic final area, and that leads perfectly into the flamethrower fight, which was so good, dude.
That was so cool.
This movie was just incredible. I really liked it a lot. I wish they did a little bit more with the girl,
Her sister, or are you talking about
the Norman Reedus' kid.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they did a little more with that. Yeah, I kind of just thought the movie was gonna pivot in like a direction. I thought Norman Reedus was gonna die, and then she was gonna have to take care of this kid.
Oh, that would have been cool.
I thought that would have been cool for a character in the John Wick universe. I feel like we see that a lot in media, but I don't think that's something we've ever seen in John Wick.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a really cool concept. But yeah, and then the sister thing too. I thought they kind of like fumbled on.
Yeah, that was very out of the blue.
Out of the blue and short-lived.
And it was like, why mention that if you're just going to kill her off?
Exactly.
Maybe just have them do a cool fight and be like, yo, like I knew your mother, yada, yada, yada. And the next thing you know, boom, when she's about to learn about her mother. But don't make it about like, if you're going to make her a sister, let her live and then do a whole thing where they're both sisters who are assassins. I would have loved that.
Yeah, and like
I would have loved that.
Like have her be the antagonist the whole movie. Like that would have been cool.
Exactly.
But like she kind of just shows up, goes away, and then comes back, and it's like, oh, cool, I guess. And then she dies, and then like, all right.
It would have been cool if we could lead up to that too. Be like, why does she look so recognizable? Why does she have this little charm? Like
like little hints at it. That
little
nice.
hints. Like, or I don't know. I just wish that she was way more connected to the movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, can we talk about the one thing that really made me like the movie? John Wick coming in.
Oh, dude.
All the aura that he had.
Oh, dude. Okay, so the marketing showed him.
Yeah.
But he was in the movie.
Bro.
Like, they gave him a full fight. 2 fights.
Bro. You know what I
so
also
good.
love about that movie so much? They honored him so well.
They do.
They honored him. When he comes in, he's just like, do you really want to do this? And you're thinking, oh, she's probably going to whoop his butt, but then, like, not kill him, and then it's going to be good. No. John Wick comes in.
Dude, he wins every time.
He's like, just leave.
Just go.
Leave. Just go.
Oh, my gosh.
And then he's like, not even pulling his gun out. And then right when he does, he's like, all right, do you really want to die here? Do you really want to die here? Because I can do it. I can off you right now. I'm John freaking Wick. Do you want to do it? And she's just like, you know what? Maybe you are. And then she pleads with him like he killed my father. And then he instantly understands. But I just love how he comes in. You can tell he's like, this is some BS. Like, come on, bro. Like, let me take you back because you don't want to deal with these people. And it's just like,
I love that, yeah.
Bro, I just love how they kept him, like, they showed him, like, you know, like, he's still John Wick. Like, he's still, like, she trained in the same spot, but she's still new to this.
Yeah.
Like, he has experience.
He's the Baba Yaga. Like, that's his
Yaga.
own legacy.
Yeah.
Like, that's him. And, again, it plays into this distinctness where, like, she isn't just female John Wick. She isn't just John Wick, but better.
Yeah.
She lost every single time to John Wick, but she kept getting back up.
Yeah.
She kept fighting. And also, John Wick is the one-man army, I feel like, and she's the resourceful, like, trying to... Because even in that fight, she's, like, trying to cling on to whatever she has, and it's just not doing nothing, because, like, he's John Wick. And they never butcher his character. I love that you said that. They never butcher his character. He is John Wick the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not because it's her movie she has to win.
Yeah.
No, he wins. He beat her 4 times. Like, he could have killed her.
He could have killed her so many times,
thought he would.
bro.
Can I be honest? Part of me kind of wanted him to.
No.
It wouldn't have made sense. I just thought that would have been cool. Like, that would have been, like,
cool
such a sick, like, whoa.
Imagine he ends this thing a movie and he's so focused. He's just like, it's midnight, boom.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, I told you until midnight.
So good, dude. That movie was fan-freaking-tastic.
Also, the scene where he's on top of that little tower and he's a sniper, and then
Yeah.
and then people come up,
And they give him a full fight scene,
he
dude.
gets
They
a
give him a full fight scene.
Bro, everybody in my theater went nuts when he started killing everybody. They were like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then that scene where it's like, oh, it's John Wick. And then the one woman's like, oh, it's just one man. And then boom, boom.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fantastic.
he's still him.
Fantastic.
I love John Wick, bro.
Yeah.
I love this whole series, and I love that Ballerina continued the great action scenes run it's been on, because there's so many great action scenes that they keep leveling up on. Like, I think the flamethrower fight was definitely something I think there's a trope that they keep doing that's really cool. Like, you know how in John Wick 4, there was that cool, the camera goes up and he's shooting with those explosive rounds.
Shotgun.
Yes,
Yeah.
the fireburst shotgun. And then this one, it was the flamethrower. And they shot that one really well too. Like, all the people she was firing on. And even in John Wick 2 and 1, I believe there were scenes. Oh, John Wick 2 was just a tunnel where he was shooting with that
the shotgun.
The shotgun.
Yeah.
And then John Wick 1 was just the
that
club.
fight, dude.
Like, I love how every single movie, they are always, in the weapon experts, I think there should be a ranking list of the weapon experts, people explaining.
Oh, when they like give a yes, dude,
I
those
love
are my
those
favorite.
scenes.
When she goes to like in all the movies, when he goes to like the what do you call it? Like the dealer. I'm gonna call him the dealer. When he shows up and he's just like, all right, this 45 rounds. This is that. This is this. I'm like, this is cool. And then he's suiting up.
Yeah.
I think John Wick does it cooler because they didn't give Eve any time to like actually suit up because like things go bad. I love when he's putting the knives in. He's like doing this. He has the gun.
Yep.
It's so cool. It's so cool, dude.
But I love when he's checking the weapons. I love how he's
Yeah,
checking them. Like that scene, I think it was in John Wick 2, where he flips the gun with one hand to load it because he's holding somebody. He just flips it, checks it, boom, boom. I was like,
I'm gonna watch these movies. Yeah, I need to. I was saying, like, I was watching the movie. I was like, I need to watch these movies again. Like, they're just, again, so good to watch. They're so fun to watch.
It's just so well detailed, and I love how they make it so realistic because he's reloading the guns. It's not like he's firing 60 rounds.
Yeah, they keep track of his bullets. I love that.
They keep track of the bullets, and I love and respect it, bro. I love and respect that they are like addicted to making it as real as possible. Even though sometimes, when he's falling down the steps or falling off a height, it's wacky, but I love how they stick to, no, he is a real character that we're trying to get everybody to feel, and we're going to stick to this.
There's an attention to detail there that I feel like you don't get in a whole lot of action movies that I feel like these movies just understand.
I just can't wait for that Kane spinoff, and I can't wait for the stinking
John Wick 5.
John Wick 5.
Yeah, I'm ready. Like, again, I always talk about how much I don't like franchising these things. I would have loved John Wick to be just one movie. But I love 2.
Oh, yeah.
I really like 3. And I adore 4. Ballerina, I really like. Like, I can't complain when they're hitting. You know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, man, I don't want this to exist. Like, whatever. They're great. No, they're good. So I can't be mad. But, like, I could watch these movies for the rest of my life and be so fine. They could make John Wick 10. This is the rare example where I could say, they could go to John Wick 10 and I'll be like, yeah, just keep doing it. Just keep it giving me. You know?
One interesting question I wanted to ask you, and this is from somebody who...
For the record, we have 3 minutes.
Okay, real quick. All right? Quick question. Can the John Wick franchise survive without John Wick?
Yes.
Okay.
Not even a question. Why? I don't think you need him. I just think, like, this movie is a testament to that. And John Wick 4 especially is a testament to that. There are so many cooler characters that you could show off and have movies with that could be just as good, if not better, than John Wick. Maybe nothing will ever be John Wick. No one will beat John Wick, but that's okay because he's a legacy. He's like, oh, that's him. He's the Baba Yaga. Like that, you don't mess with John Wick. But to have characters in this really cool assassin world, you could do it fine.
Exactly.
It's not a James Bond where you need someone to take on the mantle of James Bond, but this is almost like a Star Wars, let's just say, where you can have other characters do other things that are like similar to that, and it works.